Hello everybody, welcome back to Hyper Lemon GT. Today we're doing an FIA Off-Season Manufacturers Championship and today's grid is pretty solid. As you can see, we have I think 9 SS drivers, 4 A+, and the rest are A. So very strong lineup indeed. Most of them are Japanese. We do have one Taiwanese, a Hong Kong person, and we have a Thai, of course. So let's have a look at the dramatic introduction for the FIA Manufacturers Championship. Dramatic music, a McLaren, a shiny helmet, and some gears. And finally, the trophy, which everybody's trying to win. So there we go, off-season round 1. Okay, so let's have a look at the starting grid. The circuit we're at today is the Red Bull Ring. And of course I'm in the Porsche. Okay, so in P1 is Kimi Räikkönen. Not sure if it's the real one. Given he's Japanese, probably not. There's Haru Lili from Japan as well. Orion 0141 in the Corvette. Interesting choice from Yukima there in a Mazda. The Aston Martin, chap from Japan as well. Ubik 33 in the Ford. Nissan's GTR here is also from Japan. So actually a good mixture of cars in this race. We have a Lamborghini as well. And here we have the Subaru. So I think each car in the top 10 up to now is unique. And we have Lala BTM in the Honda. And Hyper Lemon, of course, I'm in the Porsche. Only Porsche in the grid today. And another Mitsubishi, a chap from Hong Kong. So I won't go through the full grid. Top 12. Now let's get this race started. So it's a standing start, so I'm putting traction control on for the initial launch. So lights out and away we go. So turn traction control off now that we've got enough speed to have some solid traction. And a bit of a tight start there, but okay, fairly uneventful. We're getting pushed out a little bit wide there on the rumble strip, which sends me a bit sideways, but a few people have lost it there. So up into P7 now, but having a drag race here with the Honda, who has the inside line for the hairpin. So I don't think I'll be able to hold this position. Nope, so I get pushed out a little bit wide, bit of sideways action, and in P8. So okay, we start in P11, so gained a couple of positions. And now into this tight corner. I gotta say that was a bit of a cheeky move by me there. Not the cleanest move. Try not to do anything like that again in the race. Up into P7 now. So now I'm try to hunt down Ubik 33 in the Ford. So I have to say I haven't really practiced this track so much. I'm not sure if it's new to Gran Turismo or not, but I don't remember driving it so frequently. So I was pretty slow around that corner, and Lala BTM in the Honda is very close behind me now. So maybe if he gets a good run, he can actually take me into turn 1. But the gap looks reasonable at the moment. I should be able to hold it. And it looks like Ubik has picked up a penalty, which he is now serving. So he's lost a lot of speed down that straight, allowing me to catch up. And I think I can go down the inside and make this an easy move up into P6. Hold a tight line for the hairpin, and then I've got to kind of block him a little bit. Just position my car so he can't get a good run at me. So it looks like he wants to go for the inside here, but I'm going to cover the inside line. and got to brake and really keep the car in tight, and looks like a successful block there. So now we need to hunt down the Japanese version of Kimi Raikkonen, 2007, maybe he's quite young, I'm not sure. So a second between me and Kimi at the moment. I'm quite satisfied with that first lap, so from P11 up into P6. And again, this corner I'm not so good at, and U-Big is really close behind me now. But he does have a little bit of a moment on the exit, so he lost a little bit of speed, so I should be good for turn 1 again. And I do drift a little bit wide there, so U-Big is even closer to me, so I'm going to have to get a little bit defensive to try and hold him off here. So positioning the car in the middle of the circuit so he doesn't know which way to go, and he doesn't feel like he's close enough to take the position. And the Porsche mid-engine traction there, pretty good for the exit. Gotta note mid-engine because this is a RSR, it's not rear engine. Okay, so we're still trying to hunt down Kimi. Still a second behind him, and half a second back to U-Big. So U-Big seems to take some quick entry speed, but then he has a slow exit there. I always try to do the opposite. I always try to like have a quick exit, even if that means a slow entry speed. Of course it depends on the corner and how close people are behind you, but generally that's what I try to do. So gaining a bit now on Kimi, 0.8 of a second. Bit of a moment on the exit there, but nothing too bad. Okay, so we skipped to the end of lap 4, so let's start of lap 5, and a bit of battling there. I accidentally clipped the back of Kimi, and he was going really slow on the entry, so I couldn't really stop quick enough. But it looks like these two guys up ahead are having a bit of a battle, which is good because then I can catch up a lot quicker. Okay, so into the hairpin, and IM 201 went wide, which put Kimi off a little bit, made him oversteer, so now I can just slip past the Lamborghini, but now I have the outside line on the Ferrari here. But I just brake pretty late, slide the car in, put it a bit sideways to get it slowed down, and Kimi seemed to have a bit of a moment there and crashed. So now, anyway, up into P3. And honestly, I don't really know what's happening here. I wasn't that quick in qualifying. I don't know why I'm kind of getting up the grid so quickly here. Maybe it's a tyre choice. I'm on the hard tyres. I think others... so P1 is actually on the medium tyres, and P2 was on the hard tyres. So I'm on the hard tyres, and I'm going to take another lap, as I don't want to pit now, because now I might pop out in traffic, and I don't want to be stuck in traffic. Okay, so now lap 7, I'm going to go into the pits. My pit entry is ridiculously slow because I haven't practiced that entry at all. Okay, so I have 50% fuel, so don't need to refuel, and I'm going to take the hard tyres again. I'm not taking the mediums because I've never used them and I don't really know how much wear I'm going to get on them. So let's play it safe and take the hards. Okay, so before the pit stops I was in P3, and after the pit stops I'm in P3. So I don't know what the others chose for tyres. I'm presuming that Haruo Lily has taken the hard tyres, given he pitted on lap 6. I don't think the mediums can last 7 laps. And Orion, I'm not sure what he's on. But the people behind me could also be on the mediums. So, not sure what to do there. Anyway, so skipping to the start of lap 9, so this was my quickest lap. So braking late into turn 1, hit the apex, get the power on as early as possible, run out a little bit wide, but don't hit that yellow kind of rumble strip because that unsettles the car and you're going to lose a load of speed down this straight. Okay, so now into the hairpin, just brake late and wide and then hit the apex, get the power on as early as you can and try and keep the car as straight as possible. If you get the power on when you're still turning, the back might come around. Now braking into this tight corner, I tend to take a wide entry, keep it narrow and then run out onto the rumble strip. Try and get the straight exit as possible. And now into this corner, again wide entry, keep the car balanced on the throttle, pick up the throttle and then onto the rumble strip. Again a wide entry here, try and hit the apex, power on and run out wide. But in the FAA races, you don't run out too wide there because you'll pick up a penalty. And now this corner, just got to keep the car balanced again, short spurt here and then you've got to hit this apex and get the power on, run out onto the rumble strip and across the line. So my lap time is a 1:31.4, which is okay, a second behind Kimi though, who I presume is on the medium tyres. Okay, so skipping now to lap 11, I've managed to gain on Hello Lily. So super close behind him now, just 0.2 of a second. Can't make a move there, but just pressured him a bit and he made a mistake. I hold the inside line here and he's gone wide yet again. So applying a bit of pressure to him there, kind of put him into a mistake and I was easily cruising past him there. Now we've got 2 laps left and 4.8 seconds to P1, so I don't think that's going to happen, but push hard to the end anyway. So I've been pushing hard and managed to get that gap down to just about 2.5 seconds, which is not enough to win, but good outcome nonetheless. So there is the final result. As you can see, Japan well represented in the race. I managed to come in P2 though. So pretty satisfied with that race. I really didn't expect to do that well. I was thinking during that race, am I using the wrong strategy? Are people doing a no-stopper? Why am I going quicker than people? It was kind of unexpected. But a good race nonetheless. So this should give me a pretty solid amount of points for the off-season championship. I don't really know what the off-season championship means, but anyway. So there we go, P2, and get a load of points, 1,700. I think that's the most I've ever got. So very happy with that race. Don't forget to come back again next week for another round of Hyper Lemon GT. So I actually typed something here because I was quite happy with the result.